Hey guys, welcome back for part 3 of my comic book collection. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Alien vs. Predator War, yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but most of these stories in here were better than the actual fucking movies, either, especially the second one. Oh, look at that, that's cool. That is rad. Like, it's too bad comic book writers can't. I mean, I don't know if a lot of comic book writers, made a leap to to the big screen. I mean, I know Frank Miller did, but like, I'm sorry, they come up with better storylines. Like, this was a better storyline than any of the freaking movies. Basically, it's about a human who joins an a predator clan, and she goes around hunting aliens. And I have another issue of this somewhere, but this is like, look at that. That is rad. When I was a kid, that was like, that's rad. That's awesome. Made by Dark Horse Comics. The Incredible Hulk gets the stuffing kicked out. Yeah, this is one where he fights freaking, I believe, Juggernaut. And Juggernaut beats the living piss out of him. Yeah, right there. Boom! Look at that. Punching him right in the face. Oh! I always thought the Hulk, I mean, I don't know who's stronger, if the Hulk really is stronger than Juggernaut, but who knows? But my nerd instinct was like, I don't know about that. Oh, he's got a dinosaur shirt on. Anyone who remembers the show Dinosaurs from the mid-90s, it was a puppet show with basically puppets as the main characters. They were a dinosaur family that lived in, a dinosaur society. Check it out. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I remember liking it back in the day. Death Blow. Well, that's a really weird cover. Wow, probably can't make it out, but yeah, I hope we can make out his face on that one. I don't think I ever read this. I think I did actually a few times. I don't know what this one's really about off the top of my head. Whoa! That's some trippy imagery. The Cybernary. Yeah, I remember there was 2 stories in this. Yeah, there's one called The Cybernary. That's some pretty trippy shit. There's only a couple pages, actually. The Sin City Collection. Wow. That's great. Now that the movie's become, like, somewhat, I don't know, famous, but more well-known. Who is Black Wolf? Thunderstrike. Yeah, this is like a quasi-Thor. I don't know if he's a wannabe or not, but remember this one. This is pretty cool stuff. X-Men 2099, the very first issue. So, as you can see, I had a few of these first issue things. I might have gotten these in a bundle. I'm not sure, but that's good stuff. Oh, wow. Pretty girls on a comic, in a comic book. Interesting. More Batman Adventures, also very cool. Little Big League. I kind of vaguely remember that movie, but I'm not into sports, so I never cared that much. More Batman Adventures with a lot of freaking animals. Wow, that's interesting. We got bats. I remember a lot of these characters. There's the Batmobile. One of the coolest Batmobiles. More Batman Adventures. And he fights the same guy again. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but there you go. Oh, man. Yeah, there were Indiana Jones comics. This was probably soon after the first movie came out. That's hilarious. Look at that. Look at that old school art. Like, it looks beaten up. Like, you can tell this is an old-ass book. Beginning an alternate series of Indiana Jones. I wouldn't mind, actually. I think it's from Marvel. Yeah, it is from Marvel. Let's see, it says 1982 on the bottom. Okay, yeah, so it's literally just after after Raiders of the Lost Ark came out. And we got more Batman Adventures. Oh, with Rob. Yeah, I can't show you this one because unfortunately I drew in this issue and it's kind of embarrassing, and I'm not gonna show you guys that one. Sorry. Another issue of Spawn. This one is actually maybe my favorite of all the issues of Spawn I did read. This was probably my favorite. Like, he basically is. It's after a big battle in hell or whatever, and he gets like, and a kid takes him home basically, and like puts him in his garage. But the kid has an abusive father, and yeah, right there, like the father basically is a police officer and beats the living shit out of his kid. It's really tragic and horrible, and like Spawn tries to stay out of it. He has a part in it. I don't want to give it away, but man, I remember the end of this issue like being like really kind of heartbreaking actually. Okay, we got Angela. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. This is a spinoff from Spawn. That was about a angel named Angela, who, I can't remember what she did exactly, but she tried to fight Spawn, but then, like, eventually she teamed up with him. Yeah, this is directly tied into the last book I had, yeah. This is the battle that happened before that. Cool stuff. What we got here? I don't even know what to say to that. Yeah. Oh, man. Mr. T and the T-Force. Yep. There was a comic book where Mr. T went around fighting bad guys, not with a gun, with a camera. Like, ooh, I'm gonna film you guys, and I don't know, beat the shit. Just silly. This didn't last very long. God bless Mr. T from Now Comics. He also did a bunch of Speed Racer comics that I think you just saw. And more Simpsons comics. I believe this is number 4, yeah. That's a trippy image. I like that. I always liked that when I was a kid. Like, wow. It just goes on forever. We got Rocko's Modern Life. Now, for those who don't know, this is a kid show from the 90s that everyone my age will definitely fondly remember. I wanted to rewatch it because I know there's a new one out. It's basically about a wallaby named Rocko who just tries to go through life, pretty much. Kind of like Spider-Man, almost, if he didn't have superpowers and was a wallaboo or whatever, and wacky shit happens. More Rocko's Modern Life. The cover's missing, but, you know, Spunky! Oh, Spunky. He would eat virtually anything. He'd eat the... I remember one time on the show, he ate his own earwax. Like, ugh. Why would you do that? Yeah, Mr. T. Yeah, you've seen that one. Superman. Oh yeah, this is the finale of the Superman coming back to life thing. Notice the trippy long hair on him. Ooh. This is basically when he fully defeats the actual villains and comes back to life, and they explain how it all happened. It was pretty cool. Man, Green Lantern looks like shit. Batman Nightfall. Yeah, this is another one of those where his replacement took over. This one is one of the more violent ones I remember. Like, he gets shredded. I gotta see if I can see toward the end. Like, for DC, this was pretty violent, I remember. Like, ugh. Like, it may not be much for today's... Ooh, like, damn. Look at that. Like, he gets the... Like, he beats the living piss out of him. Out of Bane right there. That's Bane, obviously. Ooh. Oh. Damn. Fantastic stuff. More Itchy and Scratchy. There's more Batman with those weird-ass long... What? Why are they that long? I don't get it. Is that, like, part of the... I think it's supposed to be him going up to, like, the title. It's just... That's comical. I gotta see if they're that long in the book. No, I don't think they... No, they're not. Okay, but I don't get that. That's just strange. We got X-Force, also very cool. I never read this one, but hey, I think that's Hercules right there. Uncanny X-Men, self-explanatory. There's Archangel. Yeah, I believe he's Archangel at that point. Yep. Twist that around. That's good stuff right there. Yeah, more Simpsons comics. Yeah, I was a big fan. Number 12. Okay, I think this is one where, like, they go into a biodome. I remember this one pretty vividly, or somewhat vividly, I should say. Got the Death of Superman. Yeah, this is one where a clone of Superman actually comes back. He's one of the 4. Like, he claims to be a clone or a younger version of him or something like that. It's cool stuff. Yeah, there he is right there. Little punk. But that's good. More Independence Day, because, you know, I was a big fan of that movie, and, no, nothing new to add to that one. Spider-Man 2099, always good. This one didn't last very long. I forget how he gets his powers in this one, but it was hinted at in the, the Spider-Verse movie, Into the Spider-Verse, so I'm interested to see what happens with that. More X-Men Classic right here. And more Brox Rocks, because you can never have enough Brox Rocks. That needs to come back. The Omega Virus. Yeah, I think it's a board game. I vaguely remember that. Remember board games? Board games, guys? No, probably not. Well, some of the older people might, but maybe not some of the younger one. Ah, Dracula. They really made an effort with that one. X-Men Classic. I remember this one. Yeah, this one was pretty cool. Wolverine and Cyclops and yeah, Nightcrawler go out for a beer. They encounter Juggernaut and beats the living piss out of Colossus. This is always a good thing. Yeah, boom, smacking him around. Oh, boom. But nevertheless, he still kicks the living shit out of him because, you know, Juggernaut is one freaking tough son of a bitch. Cage, Luke Cage. It's the only issue I have of Luke Cage, so there you go for that. What the fuck is that? Wow, some lunatic trying to be Thor. I have no words for that one. More Uncanny. There's Bishop. More Uncanny X-Men. There's Bishop right there. Don't know much about this issue, so. What in the fucking hell? Man, some weird shit went on in Marvel Comics, let me tell you what. Maybe not as weird as, like, some independent stuff, but they definitely got weird. Ha, Starlog Magazine. I remember this, yeah. Yeah, this was my nerd magazine for a long time. The Lost in Space movie. I don't know if anybody remembers that piece of shit. Oh, I'd really rather forget it. One of these issues has things on the Matrix, I believe, on the making of the Matrix before it came out. I don't know if it's this one or if it's another one, but I remember everyone's like, the Matrix is so awesome. I heard about that movie like 6 months before it came out because I read in Starlog, so I was fully aware of what was going on. Secret Revealed, another X-Men. I remember this one being really trippy because, like, at the end, apparently, like, existence goes out of, just ends. I'm trying to, come on, where is it? Maybe not. Maybe it's another one. Never mind. I'm just gonna go ahead and take them all out here. Oh, God. Entertainment Weekly Sci-Fi issue top 100, eh? Now you have the internet for that. Daredevil, Fall from Grace. I think this is the same one I had before, if I believe. I showed you this one already, I think. I'm not sure. No, it's fine. Silver Surfer, still one of my favorite characters. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, which is a really stupid sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Wasn't even close to as good. Loving the hair. I want fire hair. Sounds good to me. Darkhawk. This one didn't last very long. This was a more iffy comic book. Probably not one of his more famous, or their more famous characters. But I'm sure he's going to get a TV show one day, because every fucking Marvel character is getting a TV show or a movie. Alien vs. Predator War. The second issue of that Alien vs. Predator series I was telling you about. This one is also cool. I think the first issue was better, though, but I just like the drawing style and everything like that. Yeah, she wrestles a freaking Predator and actually beats him. More Simpsons comics. Wow. Oh, God, look at that. The Brady Bunch. Yep. Yeah. This is back when I was a kid, and, very immature stuff. What can I say? We got more Simpsons comics. Yeah, that's the thing about Simpsons comics I forgot to mention. They would actually have two stories. One would be a shorter... One would be the main story with the family, and then the other side would be a sort of side story with some of the side characters, like Moe or Barney or, you know, whoever. More, that's Turek again. Spider-Man 2099. I think I showed you that one. I think this is issue 1. Yeah, it's issue 1 right here. The Incredible Hulk, Myth Conceptions. I kind of remember this one. This is one where, like, at the end of the issue, he goes to Asgard and, like, I was always pissed. I was like, I want to see him fight, you know, I think it's Odin or whatever. Or not. Oh, Thor. That's a different version of Thor. Maybe it's an alternate reality. Who knows? Spider-Woman again. How many, or Spoof Comics again? How many freaking ones did I have? Damn. X-Force. Never read that one, but that's very cool. X-Men again. What Price Innocence? What was it? What Price Innocence? That doesn't even make any sense. I don't even... Is that the name of the story? That doesn't... I don't quite get that. We got more Spider-Man 2099. Hit the Streets Fighting for Game Boy. Whoa, a fighting game on the Game Boy. Wow. Legion Quest or X-Men. I remember this one. Don't really remember that much about this one. This looks a little newer, so this might be mid-90s. Same one again. More X-Factor. Not that familiar with this one. I think this character's name here is Strong Guy, if I'm not mistaken. More X-Men Classic. Heads, you lose. Ha ha ha. Oh, because Mystique is Nightcrawler's mother, so it's clearly 80s books that are being reissued. Now, this one is interesting. This is the only #1 issue I have, and it's actually in the case. I don't know what condition it is. I think it's in pretty good condition, but I should look this up. This is the only one I wanted to look up and be like, is this worth... It's probably not worth jack shit, but it's maybe one of the jewels of my collection so far as it can be. I mean, it's the only #1 I have that's in, you know, probably adequate shape. I haven't taken it out of there in a while, and I don't want to because I'm afraid I'll ruin it. There's Avengers West Coast, old Hawkeye, and I forgot her name in War Machine. Getting hammered. Man, they're getting drunk? That's not cool, guys. You shouldn't be drinking in a comic book. No, actually, it's just fighting people. The Wolverine solo series. I remember this one, yeah. He fights Sauron, well, you can tell, a pterodactyl on the Savage Land. Or in the Savage Land. Ha! This is probably one of the cheesiest. Return of the Asthma Monster. Yeah, this is a sort of spin-off where basically it basically teaches kids about asthma. Because I think my brother had asthma, so I think I might have gotten this for free. It's really corny, but, you know, it's alright. We got Satan 6, that's another one. The Punisher 2099, that was a cool one, too. It's basically the same. He looks so much like Frank Castle, though. It's like, dude, could they have maybe tried a little harder? But the issue is basically the same. Loved one gets hurt, you know. He goes into action. We got Codename Genetics. Yeah, this is, I think, in the Savage Land, too, with Wolverine and a bunch of people's genetic mutations going amok. Yeah, we got T-Rexes, all this stuff like that. Silver Surfer. Okay, okay, another one. Is this the same one as before? I think I might have shown you this one already, but I can't remember. But yeah, Silver Surfer fights Thor. This is being pretty cool. Sonic the Hedgehog comics. Now he's back in the public eye with the movie that came out. Yeah, I've been reading... There was a bunch of Sonic comics, and they were actually quite good. I mean, they used the characters from the Saturday morning series instead of the, daytime show, but the tone of this is obviously a lot lighter, which I wasn't a big fan of. I think they should have kept it more serious. Got a random Spider-Man comic. Remains of the Day. That's good stuff. And Mr. T and the T-Force. Wow, we're finishing on this, huh? Ugh, that's crazy. But, alright guys, but that's basically it. That's my comic book collection from back in the day. Hope you guys, anyone who's actually watched it all the way through, thank you very much. But, maybe someday I'll do my books that are out there. But for right now, that's about it. But anyway, this is Mr. T66, and I will see you next time.